गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां. Last week we saw the fourth verse and the third verse, which was about the fear, the great fear. भयाद अस्याग्निस्तपति भयात् तपति सूर्यः भयाद इंद्रश्च वायुश्च मृत्युर्धावति पंचमः इह चेदशकद्बोधुं प्राक्शरीरस्य विस्रसः ततः सर्गेषु लोकेषु शरीरत्वाय कल्पते. So in these two verses we saw how everything is functioning in order. We are in Katha Upanishad, the fourth valli, or the fourth part. So how bhayat asya agnistapati, and by the fear the fire burns, and by the fear the sun shines, by the fear the moon, the air, and even the fifth one, which is the death. The death also functions. They are all locked into positions, as we have mentioned that before. And here we see that how there is perfect order in this creation. And as I was telling you this, that even within us, all the senses, all the limbs, all the organs, the breath, the abilities within each one of the organs, all of them are functioning. They dare not function. As long as life is, they dare not function. See? Then where does the disease come from? That's not the point here, but where does the disease come from? When you are not in tune with nature, when you allow each one to do their own thing without interfering. What is interference? Yoga is interference. Which yoga? The control of senses, the control of mind, pranayama, pratyahara, all this is forcing, interfering. Then what to do? Chill. But we don't know how to do chilling. Then suffer. What other choice is there? The moment you interfere, individuality comes up. The moment you remain cool, you are the witness. Choose wisely. So this is observed not only in ourselves, but also in the total universe, that we see the entire system, the creation, maintenance, destruction, the directions, the sun, moon, rising and setting, the stars, etc., etc. Everything is going like clockwork. Who is guiding it? Who is making the sun go around? Who is making the earth go around the sun? We can't see that force. Who is making all the faculties function and become alive? Can we see that person? but it is there. There is some power, and we have to uh, suss it out intuitively. So that's why these verses are given, that there is some great power by the fear of which everything is functioning. It dare not function any other way. And in this way, then have we done the Shankar Bhashya of fourth verse? Yes or no?
Yes, Swamiji.
Yes. So in the fourth verse we saw that if while we are living in this body we have not come to know the truth, the Brahman, we are not able to surrender to it, then we have wasted our life. Iha ched ashakat bodhum prak sharirasya visrasah. Prak sharir, before the sharir, the body drops away. Iha ched ashakat bodhum. Without any doubt, you come to know the reality. Ashakat. Ashakat is without doubt. Tata sargeshu lokeshu sharirattvaya kalpate. Then such a person does not keep migrating from one world to the other. And this was told. And does it, see, we have already done the bhashya. Okay. So यहाँ पे क्या बोला है इन्होंने? Yeah, I remember now. Yes, last time what was the example I was giving? I was giving the example of Ramakrishna Paramhams, isn't it? And what did I say? Out of his mind had projected the Kali Mata. And when Totapuri Maharaj came, he said, I want Vedantic Samadhi, that means formless, attributeless Samadhi. He was always used to Savikalpa Samadhi with the Devi in front of him. He wanted formless meditation, and Totapuri Maharaj appeared, and that Totapuri Maharaj asked him, now pick up a sword and cut her head. And he said, then he opened his eyes and he asked, from where do I bring the sword? And that great master, Totapuri Maharaj, he said, you bring the sword from where you brought the Kali Mata. Where did he bring it from? From the mind. Where do you bring the sword from? From the mind. If you have any low self-esteem, where do you bring high self-esteem from? From within yourself. If you are feeling low, you need to feel high. Where do you bring that emotion from? From within. Everything is within. Choose wisely. And they are different. There are these 14 worlds, 7 lower, 7 higher. Each has its own qualities, each has its own attributes. But none of the realms or none of the planes of existence, liberation is possible from anywhere. But we don't hear in scriptures or anywhere else that someone got liberated from any other plane of existence other than the earth. Other than once you have got the human body, then alone liberation is possible. Why? Because there things happen at a very fast speed. They are subtle worlds. In mind, in the dream, you can go through lifetimes in few seconds. In waking, you try. See, it is not possible. So here it is told, the teacher, Yamraj is telling Nachiketa, and what? That You can be free if you realize the truth, if you realize the Brahman before this body drops, you will be liberated. Through this statement to Nachiketa, he is telling us that before this body drops, if we come to know or realize or surrender ourselves to that supreme reality, that is liberation. Don't waste time in unwanted pursuits, unwanted engagements, unwanted aspirations. Only one aspiration, to know the truth. Only one engagement, to engage with the truth. Only one desire, which overrides all the desires, to liberate. Only to such a person will what Yamraj is saying is possible, and he sees that possibility in Nachiketa. If you have all, by your own free will, with inspiration, come to the satsang, then you are also qualified, because you are coming again and again. Something is pulling you. There is a great yearning within to know, to be, to realize, to liberate. Give yourself a slight push. And that push is not a physical one. That push is not a physical one. That push is changing your standpoint. Where do all the worlds come in? Virtual reality. All the planes of existence come under virtual reality. Where do this life come in? It comes in illusory reality. And who are you? The actual reality, the absolute reality. Now, decide, you want to keep bhatkofying from one plane to another like a ghost, or enough? So it's a reminder for us by the Lord of Death, that we must strive, we must yearn, we must put all our energies to realize this truth before this body drops, and come to realize that that great truth by being that by being that great truth, rather than continuously, I want the heavens, I want the blessings of the 9 planets, I want the blessings of this or that, and keep getting lost in it. Is it important? Yes, as long as you think it is important, it is important. When you become open to higher possibilities and allow them to grab your imagination. This is what happened to Parshuram. The penny dropped for him. I dug the soil, I made the Devi, I did the puja, I cooked the food, I put her to sleep but I can't sleep, I give her bath but I can't take bath, I give her food but I can't eat. Who is more important? This he came, the penny dropped after 12 years. Till then, diligently he was doing it. Diligently doing the duty as dictated by the teacher. You are also, I think all of you who are listening are doing, you have been doing your duty diligently. As a mother, as a father, as a student, as a citizen, as a professional. Assess your life and see what is more important, rather than living a cyclical life go to work in the morning, go to drive or take a train, and then complain about the train and the drive and the traffic, then get to work, immediately have a coffee, then after that talk about the colleagues and what job has to be done, then again 10 o'clock tea, then again little bit work, then again lunch, and at the end of the week, TGIF. Thank God it is Friday. Thank God it is Friday. And oh God, it is Monday. OGIM. Oh God, it is Monday. So between these two, put your audio off, whoever is there, or I'll put it off. And between these two parameters, we are shunting. Cyclically, come home, cook the food, watch your favorite serial, attend the satsang after the serial. And then after satsang is over, that was very nice satsang, Swamiji, thank you. Now what to do? Chalo, go to sleep. We have to go to work tomorrow again. Same thing over and over again. Same thing over and over again. Same thing over and over. Let it happen. It is good. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. Thank God it is happening, the same thing happening every day, more or less. Then what is good in it? If it is already happening, then be the witness. Just watch without getting involved, because everything is programmed. What time to get up, how to drive, what speed to drive, when to have coffee. Automatically the hand goes there. Automatically the eyes go to the clock at 10 o'clock. Everything happens automatic. Witness. We are all in this human birth. We have all come because we missed the point somewhere. I think last week I told you 2 reasons we have come. One is we missed the point, meaning we couldn't complete our journey, therefore we are here. And what's the other reason? Could be the other reason, tell, if you remember. Swami, written test is better. In front of everyone you ask this question, then problem. Anyone else? The second reason could be you are chosen by the divine to come and do the job, his job. This is what saints and sages are, siddhas are. They are the chosen ones. We are the seeker. But even those chosen ones, they practice, they acted as a beacon to others by doing sadhana, by doing tapasya, so that they can also come to realize what they have realized. Every other being in this creation, meaning all the other realms of existences, Bhurbhuvasva, Tapa, Janamaha, Satyam, and what is that? Tala, Tala, Patala, Rasa, all those Tala, 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 Tala. Those which are low, below, they are very gross, and those which are higher are very subtle. both of them are disqualified from realize the truth, because one is too gross and one is too dynamic or subtle. A perfect mixture of the right amount of grossification and the right amount of subtlety, refinement, is found in man, in human being, where he can be intuitive enough to this constant principle. But he has to withdraw his attention and mind from the gross without getting lost in the subtle. What? Without getting lost in the subtle, meaning without getting lost in this dream. You have to withdraw your attention from the fear of the hell and not get attracted by the heaven. Then you can liberate. Otherwise, forget it. Continuing. So now we are here. Only human being has the choice. We saw that in the earlier conversation between Nachiketa and Lord of Death, where Lord Death said, "My dear Nachiketa, I was also like you, so eager to know the truth, to follow the dharma, to be a master of dharma. And I felt the only way to be master of dharma is to be the master of death. And when I prayed to the Lord, I did lot of karma kanda. And when the Lord came to bless me, I asked him for the position of Lord of Death. You are wiser than me." Why? Because the Lord of Death has the knowledge, but locked in position. Sun has the knowledge, but locked in position. The Creator has knowledge of the truth, but locked in position, called creation. Continuously creating. Cannot change his job description. What about man? Every second he changes his mind. I want to sleep, I don't want to sleep. I want to sleep, I don't want to sleep. Should I eat kulfi or should I eat gulab jamun? No, kulfi is better. A long time I have not had a kulfi. No, but gulab jamun, hot gulab jamun with vanilla ice cream, that is my... No, what gulab jamun? I think I'll have banana fritter with ice cream. Continuously. Choice. If he can settle his mind, only man can. If he can settle his mind, and what are the three things that he has to do with the mind? We told you in Apanchadashi. Change the frequency of thoughts, change the quality of thoughts, and change the direction of thoughts. All this happens if you do japa. Automatically. Till we don't do it, we will not realize it, that it is possible. So this choice not to think of the world and to think about that which cannot be thought of without going mad, without going to sleep, is only this possibility is available only for human being. And by mistake, we are all human beings. so फायदा उठा लो. Continuing. यथा दर्शे तथात्मनि, यथा दर्शे तथात्मनि, यथा स्वप्ने तथा पितृलोके, यथा स्वप्ने तथा पितृलोके, यथाप्सु परिव ददृशे तथा यथाप्सु परिव ददृशे तथा गंधर्वलोके, यथाप्सु परिव ददृशे तथा गंधर्वलोके, छायातपयोरिव ब्रह्मलोके छायातपयोरिव ब्रह्मलोके. Acha, idhar na we will stop at dadrushe, then and the last line we can combine the tatha gandharva loke chaya tapayoriva brahma loke together. Yatha darshe tathatmani yatha swapne tatha pitruloke yatha supariva dadrushe tatha gandharva loke chaya tapayoriva brahma loke. He is saying that these are different, how in different planes of existences. So on the earthly plane we are the samples. In the Gandharva Loka, the Gandharvas are the samples. In the Pitru Loka, ancestors are the samples, are the beings, samples, beings. In the Siddha Loka, Siddhas are the beings. In the Brahma Loka, Brahmaji, the creator, is the being. How does each one of them approach the truth? How does each one of them approach the truth? That idea is presented here, and here he says that the Brahman, kahan gaya? One moment. We did the back page of this. No, we have not done that. Okay. So here, this is the Sambandha Bhashya, which we have not covered yet. Before I go into explaining the verse, here it says, Yasmad iha evatmanaha darshanam adarshasthasya eva mukhasya spashtam upapadyate na lokantareshu brahma lokad anyatra sacha dushprapah katham iti uchyate. Just as yasmad iha eva atmanah darshanam, just as it is very clear that one can see themselves in the darpanam, in the mirror. In exactly in the same way, in this human body also there is all the Atma Darshan is equally easy, or it is equally possible. Now, what do you mean? Now, be very attentive what we are going to tell. He says, just as you look in the mirror, I am looking at myself in the camera. I am pointing at this fellow. I am looking at the dadi. I am fixing the glasses. If a hair goes here and there, I fix it. Where am I doing it? Where is my attention? Where is my vision falling on? My vision is falling on the camera. What is it seeing? A reflection. But when I am seeing the reflection, who am I correcting? Am I correcting the beard of the reflection, or am I correcting my beard? Am I putting the hair in place on the reflection, or am I doing it on the actual body? Am I fixing the glasses in the mirror, or am I fixing my own glasses? So my vision, my eyes are falling on the screen where I can see the reflection or the image, But my attention, even while I am looking there, is on myself. Exactly the same thing. Exactly the same thing is possible within. Because what is the mirror there? The mirror of the mind. Instead of being the reflection, instead of being the I in the mind, you have to be the one whose reflection the I is. समझ रहे हो क्या बोल रहे हैं? You are understanding what we are saying?
No, not really.
Good. Because it's not about understanding.
Okay.
But we have to try to understand. It is intuitive. If you can, first you have to catch the example. If you can't catch the example, the second part within is very difficult. So if I may ask, what did you not understand? In the
there was-
example of the mirror and me standing in front of the mirror, what is that which you did not understand?
I understand that part.
Good. So now you bring a mirror in front of you and you look at the mirror. You are looking at the eyes, you are looking at the nose, you are looking at the lips, you are looking at the beard, you are looking at your all the contours. Even though your vision is on the mirror, and it's not even on the mirror, it's on the reflection in the mirror.
Yep.
But your attention is not on the reflection. Your attention is on yourself. The vision, the eyes are seeing the reflection, but you know clearly.
Yeah, I understand now. Yep.
You know clearly that that is the reflection and you are the original, isn't it? And therefore, whatever has to be fixed, you don't go and try to fix it in the mirror. You look at the mirror and you fix on yourself, isn't it?
Yep.
Now, replace the mirror with the mind.
Yep.
But here, sir, I am outside the mirror. How do I get outside the mind? For that is all this Upanishad. How to get out of the mind. We have considered the reflection as the reality. That's where the problem is. That is called the virtual identity or the illusory identity. The virtual identities are father, mother, daughter, sister, friend, enemy. The illusory identity is I am a man, I was born, one day I will die, I have got anxiety, I have got hopes and aspirations, I'm not a doormat, I am a successful person, I am a self-made man, I am a sannyasi, I am a doctor, I am. This is all that is because of what? Because I am the body. This is the illusory identity. So, how do you come out of the illusory identity? I'm asking. How do you come out of when you're lost in a movie on a cinema screen or TV screen? How do you come out of it? You're engrossed. You are totally involved emotionally, and the fellow is crying, you are crying. That fellow is happy, you are happy. How do you disengage from that?
By shifting the attention to the screen,
To the
where the movie is being projected.
Okay, you can shift your attention to the screen.
In that example of
Easier way.
Turn the screen off.
Hey, fantastic! Turn the screen off. Another way. Walk away from the screen. Another way, break the screen. These are all different paths of practices. I'm saying different words: walk away, break away, shut it off, or what did you say? Look at the screen itself. All these are different paths or approaches to to come to the to get out of the mind. Either you recognize this whole thing is just silly, man, and I'm not worried about it, I'm not interested, then why am I watching? It's not adding anything to me. Can you say that about your mind? That every thought that is coming in your mind, it's not adding anything to me. Very unnecessarily, I'm getting carried away, becoming emotional, wanting to do this, wanting to do that, seeking the truth. When all the scriptures are saying I am already the truth, and I'm in the mind thinking that I have to be the truth. I have to realize. And you do this conversation without too much energy. Very coolly you do it. Then it is okay. Or another option. When the dream is going on, when the movie is going on, you wake up to yourself. When the dream is going on, you wake up, then the dream is automatically over, isn't it? You can't go back to the same dream. Sometimes we do try to go do that, we have done it, but exactly everything is never the same. See? So stop taking the reflection to be the identity. And what is the reflection? How does reflection appear in the mind? I'm asking the question. How does the reflection of the self appear in the mind? How does it manifest? How does it appear? How does it?
In form of thoughts?
Which thought? I thought, no? Well, I thought cannot appear by itself, it's always in two. So aham and idam. And what are we trying to do in the dream or in the mind? That we are making the I to think about the I, and in that process, so when we are reading these various verses of Upanishad, we are talking about the I. What is its true nature? It is the great fear by which everything is functioning. Not only in this body, but the entire universe is functioning. Because where is the whole universe? In the space. Where is the space? In your mind. And the mind is perfectly behaving. Waking, dream, deep sleep. Waking, dream, deep sleep. Waking, dream, deep sleep. When it wakes up, it doesn't go to someone else's wife, say, hey wife, come here. You are mine. No, it doesn't do that. Same wife, same husband, same children, same house. Who is doing this? The mind, not the consciousness. So come to recognize that everything that is happening in the mind is happening in my presence. I am the witness of all that is taking place. So here with this example, Yasmad iha eva atmanah darshanam adarshasthasya thasya eva mukhasya spashtam upapadyate na lokantareshu brahma lokad anyatra. So he says that in the human body alone, the Atma Sakshatkar, the realization of the self, is possible, and nowhere else other than one plane of existence, and that plane of existence is the Satya Lok, the plane of Brahma Loka, the creator. Apart from that, Brahmaji is ever absorbed in the truth, and yet his mind is creating the creation. And therefore, all the other planes of existences, Bhuva, Swa, Tapa, Jana, Maha, and Tala, Tala, Rasa, Tala, Patala, all these 7 lower and 6 higher, all these are either too gross. When it is too gross, there is no refinement, or they are overly refined and there is no choice available, because over refinement means they are only in the subtle world, and in the subtle world things happen too fast. Just as in the dream, they happen too fast. The perfect balance of space, time, and objectivity is seen only in the human realm, and therefore it is easy to liberate in the human realm rather than anywhere else, except other than the Brahma Loka, which is the creator's realm. So, thinking in this manner, then this verse was introduced. यथा दर्शे तथात्मनि यथा स्वप्ने तथा पितृलोके यथाप्सु परिवददृशे तथा गंधर्वलोके छाया तपयोरिव ब्रह्मलोके. And again here it is told, just like in the mirror, the example which was taken above, in the Sambandha Bhashya, the example of mirror was taken. He says here exactly the same way, in a refined intellect. What is refined intellect? The frequency of thoughts has become less. The quality of thought is sattvic, means purity is there, not dynamism and inertia. And the direction of the thought is not outwards but inwards. Catch these 3 things. This is called focus. The intellect will start getting refined. Greater and greater truths are revealed in such a refined intellect. It is able to think beyond. It is using the thoughts to think, but its attention is on beyond the thoughts. Only intellect has that ability. That is called faith. Faith means, one master said, believing in something that I do not know with the belief that one day I will come to know. So if I do not know, how come you are thinking about it? That's faith. I don't know the self, I am searching for it, I want to merge into it, I want to realize it. It is formless, attributeless. There is no data for me to associate with it. Yet I am thinking about it. That a gross intellect cannot think. That intellect which is only lost in kulfi, gulab jamun, pizza and Chinese, not possible. That buddhi which is only lost in heaven and hell, lost in good and bad, lost in opposites, that buddhi, that intellect is also not qualified for this revelation. Then which is this intellect which is qualified? That which is refined. What is refinement? Contemplating on one. We don't know it, but scriptures are saying, you are that. So, how can they be telling lies? So, I take that challenge. Only a refined intellect can take that challenge. Only a refined intellect, a single pointed intellect, an introverted intellect, which is undisturbed by the gross or the subtle world. Which is undisturbed by the gross or the subtle world and everything in between, is able to intuit. And when and how is it doing? What will be the ultimate? If you can think about it, remember the example is the mirror, don't forget. So how is this intellect intuiting? Here, in intellect, our mind is what? Intellect and the mind. One mind where the reflection is, that is called intellect, and where the less reflection is there, that is called as the mind. If you want to talk it technically, aham and idam. Aham is the reflection of the consciousness as I, and in the rest of the mind, it's the is the reflection of idam. So this I is thinking, aham brahmasmi, aham brahmasmi, aham brahmasmi. So what is its object of contemplation? Brahman. Who is contemplating? Aham. What is the aham contemplating on? That I am infinite. And where is infinity? Infinity is that which is supporting this contemplation and beyond it. Sun is that which is supporting the day and night, but beyond it. Or very simple, forget Brahman also. The I, aham, and for it the idam is, he has decided, he has dissolved everything in this creation. Now his attention is only on the I. Therefore the I, the aham, is seeking the object as I. I want to know I. And which is this I want to know? That which is independent, that which is free, that which is infinite, that which is all-knowing, that which is ever blissful, that which is one without a second. Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Swarupa. That I. And they say that is me. So he's searching. He becomes so single pointed. It's not that you have to keep repeating this. If you do it correctly without too much of agitation and restlessness, with a cool mind, when we come to this point naturally, not by force, naturally, as a result of focus, as a result of single pointedness, as a result of inquiry, when we come to this point, I searching for I, no thought will be created. Both the eyes will dissolve into each other. And where they dissolve, there you are. Meaning what? The matrix called the mind. It was the matrix between aham and idam. The matrix has dissolved. The mind has dissolved. But you still are. You have not gone. And this, what we have just explained just now, is not possible in any other plane of existence except the human. And this is happening with the Creator naturally all the time. And therefore we see the Creator, Maintainer and Destroyer, Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, they are always in meditation. So here it is told, Yathapsu pariva dadrushe tata gandharvaloke chhaya tapayoriva brahmaloke. So, just like the dream is very ephemeral, it's changing continuously, so also the Pitrulokas and the Gandharvalokas, they are very unstable. They are very unstable. And what about the Brahmaloka? Brahmaloka, it is the Atma is, the reality is crystal clear like black and white. There's no doubt in Brahmaloka. That means the Creator, for him, the self is crystal clear. He doesn't need to put efforts to know it. It is his natural state. यथा दर्शे प्रतिबिंब भूतम आत्मानं पश्यति लोकोत्य अत्यंत विविक्तम तथेह आत्मनि स्वबुधौ आदर्शवन्निर्मलीभूतायां विविक्तम आत्मनः दर्शनं भवति इति अर्थः. Just as people see themselves in the mirror very clearly as the reflection, similarly, here it says, स्वबुधौ आदर्शवत् निर्मली भूतायां विविक्तम आत्मनः दर्शनम भवति इति अर्थः. Similarly, in a nirmal buddhi, nihi mala. Mala means dirt. Mala means dirt. Nirmala means pure. So what will be the dirty mirror? Dirty mirror is that mirror which has lot of dust on it or lot of fog on it. And then when you go in front of the fog or in front and try to look at your reflection in the foggy mirror or the dirty mirror, you can't see a clear reflection. You will see a ghost or you won't see anything because it's frosted. Then when you clean it up, now what do you see? Oh, clear reflection. Exactly the same way. Why? Now the mirror is absolutely dirt free. Exactly the same way. What does it mean that the mind is dirt free? Mind dirt free means free of all thoughts. So here when it says Nirmal Buddhi, that it has got only one conviction. It is not lost. Is it day? Is it night? Should I do the sadhana now, or when the Sandhya period is there, that time should I do? Should I do it in my next life, or should I enjoy this life? Should I do the sadhana after I have eaten my dinner, or should I do it before the dinner? All these stupid questions are no longer in that. All these questions signify that your intellect is corrupted. What corruption is there? It has got intellectual diarrhea. Then what is clear intellect? What is pure intellect? That intellect which is only contemplating on the self. Unwanted pursuits are no longer entertained by the intellect. What type of intellect is that? Exactly what is happening to you right now. Your intellect is completely available to the satsang. It is not distracted by anything. Not by body, not by senses, not by emotions, not by past, not by future, not by relations, not by day, not by night. You are completely available right now. This is Nirmala Buddhi. Nirmala Buddhi, pure intellect. Purity is equal to single pointedness. Remember this. Lesser the options, more is the purity. So don't give options to your mind. How do you not give options to your mind? Make it single pointed. How do you make it single? Chant Om. How do you chant Om? With your mouth. What will happen? Initially the frequency of Om will increase, then it will decrease. Then the quality of mind, it will start weaning away from the tamas, the inert objects of the world. Then it will wean away from the imaginary objects of the world, and it will come to seek that which is permanent. Quality of the mind will change. As a result, what will happen? The mind will no longer run outside in the world. It will remain where it is. It is happy with itself. See? Nirmal, we are talking about Nirmal. No corruption allowed in the mind, in the intellect. A single pointed mind, intellect is or mind, we can say, single pointed mind is equal to a focused mind, is equal to an expanded mind, is equal to a pure mind, is equal to a single pointed mind, is equal to an intuitive mind. Mind or intellect, doesn't matter. Material is same. This is what we are trying to indicate here. So just as, again we are repeating, with what clarity you see your reflection in the mirror, and that clarity is not only about the reflection, but it's about the clarity that you are the original, that is only a reflection. That clarity the Creator also has. The one suffering is the individual human being, and only the human being has this opportunity to get this clarity. And where is this clarity possible? Don't keep looking for a mirror in your mental mirror. That the aham and idam, these are just the reflections. That is not the original. I am the original. Aham and idam come and go. I don't come and go. And in this way, so is the person who's looking into the mirror, is he looking at himself? Looking, I'm saying. He's looking into the mirror at the reflection. Without a doubt that he is the original. When we are looking into the mind, aren't we looking? I'm looking at the thought. I can tell you what I told you just now. What did I tell you just now? I told you that I'll tell you just now. That's exactly what I repeated. How do I know? Because I'm watching. The thoughts are coming and going in my presence. I'm the witness. When I'm the witness, then I'm not accepting the reflection as the reality. When I'm being the witness, I'm not taking the reflection. What is the reflection? Aham and idam. What is the reflection? A thought. A thought wave. And one after the other they are coming and going. Even if they are single pointed thoughts, they are still coming and going. Even if it is home, it is coming and going. It must, but as you become single pointed, this disposition that I am the witness and the thoughts are coming and going, this becomes self evident. It becomes self evident. And then, after some practices, after some time, some satsangs, and continuous practice, suddenly the attention, instead of on the mind, if the witness is watching the mind without interfering and without getting influenced by the mind, what will happen to the mind? I'm asking. What will happen to the mind?
It disappears.
It dissolves. It dissolves. The mind gets the momentum, the thoughts get momentum when you give value to the thoughts. You give importance to the thoughts, the momentum increases. And how do you give value and importance? By identifying with the thoughts, you give value and importance. You validate them, they get value and importance. But if you are merely a witness, unconcerned, unaffected, the thoughts have to dissolve, their thoughts have to die their own death. They only can survive if someone gives them value. Now don't think there are two ahams, one in the mind and one outside. Don't think that way. Because aham is only one. I cannot be many. I can be only one. The subject can only be one. There cannot be many subjects. Object can survive. Thought is an object. An object can survive only if the subject is identifying with it. If the subject has decided that I am not going to identify, objects start dissolving, meaning thoughts start dissolving. And what remains behind is the truth, thought free. यथा स्वप्ने विविक्तं जाग्रद वासनाद अद्भुतं तथा पितृलोके विविक्तं एव दर्शनमात्मनः कर्मफलोपभोग भोग आसक्तत्वात्. Here he says, just as in the dream, so here we have to some technical. What is dream? If you remember,
Is it desires?
yeah, but where did they come from in the dream?
The waking.
Good. So, dream is a state where the impressions that you have collected in the waking, and which are these impressions? Surface impressions, little bit subtle impressions, deeper impressions, whatever you have collected during the day. Mind, the only way mind knows is I have to be empty. The whole journey of the mind is only to become empty. And every day it is trying that. Because only when it is completely empty does it re-energize itself, rejuvenate itself. Because when it becomes empty, it is face to face with the reality. And this is happening every night. That's why you wake up fresh. So, unintelligently, we have collected lot of impressions during the day because of wrong interaction with the world. Not as a witness, we became someone. Then in the dream, all those unwanted impressions, they get released as dream. They get released as dream. And that's what is told here. And when the dream happens, there is no head and tail, front and back. It's happening in a haphazard manner. There is no what continuity you see in the waking. That time is moving, and I go from one place to the other, and I know how I went there, then how I came here, and then I took shower, and then I ate my dinner, and then I came for the satsang, and now I'm talking, and soon the class will be over, etc., etc. It's all happening in a linear way, systematic way. There is no system in the dream. One moment you are a lion, next moment you are a claws of the lion, next moment you are the prey under the claw of the lion. You can keep changing your roles at a speed of light. You cannot direct your dream. Sometimes people try, but majority people you cannot direct. It's just an opportunity for the mind to yahoo, throw it out. Because what is mind wanting to do in the deep dream? Or in other words, what is mind wanting to do? Full stop. Unintelligently, some idiot in the waking collected impressions. Now, mind is the same. Now, that mind, so in the one plane, it was waker and waking world collecting impressions. Now, the same mind now has taken a role of dreamer and dream world. Now it is releasing impressions. For what? To come to zero mind. That is deep sleep. How can the same mind become waker and waking world, dreamer and dream world, even though it is your experience? But questions can come. Just like you can become a wife in front of your husband and a mother in front of your son or daughter. Same woman. How come you become wife there and mother here? Did you create the husband? No, he came in front of you. The moment he comes, you appear as a wife. Exactly the same way. The moment waking world appears, you appear as a waker. Then the dream world appears, you are the dreamer. Both happen simultaneously anyway. But the purpose is expulsion of all impressions. The mind wants to go to be zero, to be empty. That's where he finds bliss. That's where he is one with the reality. So here I have gone a little bit ahead. Point was not to become in bliss. Here it was mentioned that it is very unclear what is taking place in the dream. There is no head, there is no tail. You're continuously moving from one role to the next, from one time to the next, from one space to the next. It's very haphazard, unclear. Similarly, in the Pitrulok, in the plane of existence where the ancestors are living, that also is a place where the self-realization is very unclear. As much as in the dream it is unclear, so also in the realm of the ancestors or the plane of existence of the ancestors, it is also unclear, because you go to the realm of the ancestors only because you have some unfinished desires in this world, and then you go to the world of ancestors. And when you go to the world of ancestors, you are not seeking the truth. You are seeking what you could not achieve in the world, the earthly realm before death. So whatever unfinished desires were here on the earthly realm, those desires are persecuting you even in the realm of ancestors. Therefore, at the time of death, when the person is passing away, breathing his last, he is reminded, man, don't go to any realm. You are the truth. You are the reality. Merge in the divine. And that is not to remind the dead person, it is to remind those who are living also. So he is lost in enjoying, because the ancestral world is also a heaven. And there, what is heaven? Three things don't happen there, or three things happen there. First is,
There is no hunger.
there is no hunger and thirst. Second, so
There is no disease.
if I like banana fritters with ice cream, I can keep eating for as long as I want, and I will not be but you will never be satisfied also. That is the problem. So there is no hunger and thirst, but you have come there with desires. Second one, there is no
Disease.
old age and disease. And the third one,
No death.
huh?
No death.
No that, only falling back into some other womb after that. Good. Yatha chapsu avibhakta vayam Vayavam Atmarupam Parivadadrushe Paridrushyata Iva Tatha Gandharva Loke Viviktameva Darshanam Atmanaha. What's the time? We have time. Darshanam Atmanaha. Also, just like when we look in the waters, we can see our reflection, but it is unstable. Can you see, understand? Because the water is continuously moving, you're seeing your reflection, but it is unstable. Exactly the same way. Same way in the Gandharva Loka. Gandharva Loka is a realm where the souls, it is a realm of music, dance, where the apsaras, the beautiful angels and musicians of all types are continuously bringing out greater and greater compositions and ragas and entertaining rest of the realms. So, same way, just like we can't see our reflection on the water, moving waters very clearly, similarly, in the ancestral realm or the music realm, there also the clarity is not there because of the continuous movement. You can see the reflection complete, unbroken, but it is not stable. You know something is there, but you cannot catch it because of its instability. एवं च लोकांतरेषु अपि शास्त्र प्रमाण्याद् अवगम्यते. And in other lokas, what are the other? Bhur is the earth, bhuvaha, tapaha, janaha, mahaha, etc. etc. There are 6 lokas. Out of that, 5 lokas. 7 lokas on the high, earth is the middle one. And we told you Brahma Loka, the creator, realm of the creator, he also is very clear. Realization is possible in the earthly plane among the human beings, those who choose. And in between all the 5 realms, the other 5 realms, they are all similar. Like what? Unstable. Reality is there. Without reality, nothing is possible. But even if you go with all this understanding and you end up in a ancestral realm or the heaven or the Gandharv musical realm, and there also you will get the satsang. Don't worry, someone will come. But it will be as if it's there, but you can't catch it. Just like you can't see yourself clearly as a reflection on the moving waters. Like that. Chaya tapayoho ivatyanta viviktam brahmaloka eva ekasmin. Only one loka, only one realm, only one plane of existence is there, which is called Brahmalok, where it is crystal clear like day and night. It is crystal clear like light, the original and the shadow. As light and shadow, light and darkness. As meaning, as clearly you know there is day and night. That clear one is as to his essential nature in the realm of the truth. This is a realm. This is not the absolute truth. This is a relative truth, the subtlest of the realms, And that subtlest of the realms, the Lord is the creator. सच दुष्प्रापो अत्यंत प्रापः अत्यंत विविष्ट कर्म ज्ञान सध्यत्वात्, but to get to this realm of the creator, here it's saying but means some problem is there. What is the problem? But to get to this realm of the creator, the path is strewn with many thorns. It's very difficult to get there. Why? Because of our karmas. So you need to you have two ways. One is step by step liberation and one is instant liberation. Instant liberation is I am that, story over. Recognize yourself right here and now. Nothing to do, nowhere to go, nothing to reach. I am that. How can I be that without doing anything, without any practices? Acha, you know, you are right. You have to climb the mountain, dig the soil, make the statue, do the puja, do the rituals. Takes time. Why? Because you did not accept that you are the reality right here and now. What is not making you accept the reality right here and now? Your karmas, your impressions. Then what is the way to undo your impressions? I don't remember creating impression. But do you remember you are thinking about it again and again? Yes, impression created. So don't interact with life with great intensity. Instead, with great intensity, be the truth, be the self, and live, allow this body, mind, intellect, senses to function with inspiration in this world. Let them. But you don't become inspired with what you see, hear, touch, feel, taste, think. No. Then what do? Be a witness. What do? Contemplate on the self. Remain focused on the self. Because if I give value to the senses, they can take me for a ride. If I give value and importance to the mind, it will make me imagine. If I give too much value to the scripture, to the intellect, it will make me give lectures. It's also intoxication. Scriptures are also intoxication. You get attached to them. But it's a better intoxication than the mind or the senses, provided you are subjective. So only those who have performed flawless karma in their life, flawless, and only those people who have flawless knowledge, they are allowed entry into the realm of the creator, the realm of the truth. We are not talking about the absolute truth. We are talking about the relative truth, the realm of the creator.
Is that why it is said Chaya, Swamiji?
Yeah. Chaya means that is just an example given that it is very crystal clear to Brahmaji what is truth and what is not truth. Therefore, he's not focusing on creation, he's focusing on his heart, on his self, and allowing the creation to take place. He's not saying, now I'm going to create this, now I'm going to create that. It's happening. Just like you don't say, now I'm going to wake up. You automatically wake up. You don't say, now I'm going to see, I'm going to hear, I'm going to touch, I'm going to feel, I'm going to think. No, it's happening. Creation is happening through you, through the equipment. But some idiot comes and says, I am doing. Brahmaji is not the idiot. So what does he do? He is ever remaining, contemplating on the self, allowing the expansion of the manifestation of the creation and the unmanifestation of the creation to take place. When the unmanifestation happens, he goes to sleep. When manifestation takes place, he wakes up. But when he wakes up, he is ever in meditation. When the unmanifestation happens, he goes back to the source, which is the absolute truth. Just last line and then we conclude. तो कर्म ज्ञान साध्यत्वात्, so to do the flawless karma and to gain the flawless, meaning all the mantra ucharan and the puja, the homam, everything has to be done perfectly, flawlessly, only then we can get to the realm of the creator. तस्माद् आत्मदर्शन दर्शनाय एव यत्नः कर्तव्य इति अभिप्रायः. Therefore, what we are trying to say is, it is only in this human realm that self-realization is possible, and and therefore one must put all his efforts. Remember, put all your eggs in one basket, not in different baskets. Put all your efforts to realize, no, little bit today, little bit tomorrow, little bit day after. No. Do it once. If it catches you from inside, discard everything and let it absorb you into itself, so that the individuality completely dissolves, because it is here and now. It is not tomorrow or day after. Realization is not tomorrow and day after. Realization is here and now. Be intuitively available to it and don't waste the human birth. And with this, the teacher gave the simile of the mirror and of the mirror with the reflection and the original. Similarly, with the mind as the mirror with the reflection and the original. Choose wisely and be the truth. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Just sit quietly for a moment. Hari Om.